Hello and welcome to the Magic is Key YouTube channel. My name is Pipaluk. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment below, and if you love this content, click the little bell to make sure you get notified when we post something new. Now today I want to talk about a really big topic which is circling around. So many people are busy with this in their own way, and that is manifesting your reality. It's nothing new. It's been around in self-help books for more than 50 years and with this vocabulary, or a form of this vocabulary, but basically the idea is that you can manifest whatever you want, whatever you dream of, and that it's your responsibility to change your thoughts, to make things happen, to believe that you can do it, but anything and everything is possible. Now, I have my own opinion on that, and that probably has to do with the fact that I've been busy studying, practicing various forms of spirituality for my whole life, but formally probably since 2008. So that's quite a while. And what I've noticed is that probably if you're fully enlightened, whatever that means, I haven't fully figured out what that means even, but if you're fully enlightened, then probably you can manifest whatever you want. Though I wonder whether that's actually what you're then interested in, you know, manifesting the red Ferrari or the money you need to buy something or whatever it is. I doubt that that's then the priority of what you want to manifest, which is in many ways what we are sold on, like manifest the life you want, you know, the kind of work that you enjoy, where you earn the money you need to have everything you possibly want. And here's a bit of an alternative. I think this is so interesting and so important to consider. So while we might not be able to manifest everything with who we are in the moment, I mean, with like all the time I've spent, all the years I've spent on these studies and practices, I really don't think I can just manifest everything by thinking it. What I have discovered though is that, and this is from my own life and working with private clients and working in groups and talking about this a lot to people and reading about this a lot, what I've noticed is that a lot more is possible than we believe is possible, that's almost always true for everyone, and that there's a lot we can do in order to change our belief system and open up our perception to see more. And based on seeing more, we can come up with more possibilities of what we actually can achieve that is within reach of the next step of where we are as people right now. So for example, this is one of my favorite examples. If you go into the forest with someone who is an expert hunter, they are going to see a lot that you will never see. They are going to be able to say where to find the animals, where to be still, where an animal walked, what the sound of certain birds mean, whether it's a warning sound or a beautiful mating song. They'll know the difference. We don't even know. So if we're going into the forest and saying, oh my God, I want to see a stag or a beautiful deer with its baby deer, and then we're like, I'm just going to think it true. While that might happen, there's also a fairly big chance it won't happen. And until we open up our perception, which means to study, to learn more, expand our knowledge, and also believe that we can learn all this stuff, it's, you know, there's a small chance we'll never see that deer, except perchance. So let's go back to how we can expand our belief on a day-to-day basis, because actually our senses are portals to opening up our vision. Now, I know I made a little loopy-loop, and I know I love doing that, but bear with me. So when we think about wanting to bring a certain reality into our life, often what we think we want is not what we want, or we could go further or into something more beautiful, more exciting, or more aligned. And here's where our senses come in. So when we wake up in the morning, very often we don't have, like many people I know, don't have a practice where they claim their experience to themselves. So for example, meditation would be such a practice where you go within, or drinking tea very intentionally, or coffee. It's also going within practice, though you're already interacting with something external. So anything internal where you fully engage with yourself. Now, the most common practice that people seem to have is to quickly make that coffee to jumpstart their system, or the tea, grab the phone, grab the device, check emails, check social media, get an instant hit. I mean, these products are really, really, really excellent at grabbing our attention right from when we wake up. Like, we're like, oh my God, what's happening? What's new? But instead, to build a new habit. So going within, and then to activate all our senses. And here, when we're unable to do that on our own, we can bring in very consciously and intentionally external things that move our senses in the direction we want. So for example, if I wake up in the morning and life is really stressful, for the time where life is really stressful, I might build a habit of getting a scented spray that I know relaxes me and puts me into an optimistic mindset. For example, for me, the smell of sweetgrass really does that. And I have a perfume oil that I use when I really want to uplift my spirits while at the same time de-stress. Another one is auditory. So putting on some music, conscious music, right? Not the coffee because I gotta have it, but really conscious, like classical music. I mean, often my default choice would be some hip-hop music, but that doesn't always have the result that I'm looking for. And if I put on classical music, and specific classical music, or Baroque, for example, then I will find this calm and optimism that directly works with the stress. And the same with what I drink. I might choose a tea with a specific flavor that has this effect on me. I'll look at an art piece that is hanging in my home that has the same effect on me, and so forth. And by that, I really intentionally upgrade myself or tune myself into a state of mind that I want to be in. And this all in the direction of bringing about, because I mean, what are we saying when we want to manifest things? We're saying we want to improve our lives. We want to do better. We want to feel better. That's what we're saying. So by tuning into a state of being, a consciousness where we already feel better, and from that state of mind, envisioning what we truly desire, and then looking at what can I learn, what can I study, what can I practice to expand or step further, move further into that direction, then we're really showing up for the work. And of course, many roads lead to Rome, if not all. We're all on our journey here. But this is one way of going about manifesting, if you will. I prefer not to use that word, and I mainly use it because everyone knows what is meant by that, and we actually have a blog post on why I don't like to use that word so much, but I do use it, so nothing gets lost in translation. But when we think about manifesting the life we want, we're gonna envision something very different if we first take care of our own well-being, our own mental state, our feeling state, and from that place, to the best of our abilities, whatever that is, and from that place, start envisioning. Because what we envision for ourselves is going to be very different when we are feeling a sense of calm optimism than when we're feeling a sense of anxious stress, for example. So that's my 2 cents for today. I hope you find this really useful. I've really worked long and hard. I just combined the words. But I've really spent a lot of time figuring this out for myself and for my clients when I was still working as a one-on-one coach. And it's just so vital to understand that this also in this day and age, the sense of entitlement that comes with, oh, I can manifest whatever I want. And if that's a Ferrari, you know, whatever that state of mind is, or a job, I want to get paid 500 euros an hour or dollars or whatever. Like, are we really in tune? Do we know why we're asking for it? And what state of consciousness, what mental state, what spiritual state, what emotional state are we in when this is what we're saying we want? So that's all for today. I hope you tune in soon. And remember, if you love this, subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell for notifications, and sign up for our newsletter. Check out our membership. Check out our website. It's really awesome stuff that can do a lot to change your life, to improve your life, and to get you where you want on the next step. You know, put in the work and take the next step. If that's what you want, then Magic is Key is right for you.